Hey there, it's Kevin Presso here. I serve as the lead pastor at Greenbelt Church out here in Ottawa. Just wanted to take a quick moment and give you a little update on how we have been so blessed by the graduate certificate of Church Health and Evangelism, which is being put on by Heritage. Just already with the two first courses that we took, the first one kind of on discipleship and the second one on leadership, have made a huge impact in our ministry here already as a church. Coming out of the very first one, we kind of noticed some gaps and some holes in our own area of ministry through kind of the evaluations and looking at our discipleship model as a church. And we really saw kind of through that four-chair discipleship model how we were really lacking in that kind of training of workers and that developing of shepherds and leaders. So immediately when we got back, we've already implemented a new ministry offering that we've called Grow Training. Now, Grow, I stole this idea from Rick Warren from Saddleback Church. So Grow Training is really Greenbelt reaching our world. And once a month now, the last Friday of every month, we meet here in our church cafe, and I'm just developing leaders. I'm actually taking material that I've worked on during my time at Heritage Seminary and other stuff that I've learned on my own, and I'm investing that into life group leaders, into elders, into deacons, and just basically anyone who wants to grow to have a greater impact in reaching people for Christ in our community. So we've already had, I think we're coming up to the fourth session on that. We've gone through things like how to really teach the Bible in a way that's life-changing. We've talked about kind of how we shepherd and lead within our small group ministry. And this next one, we're actually going to be kind of equipping small group leaders and leaders in our church for how to really care for those families and people who are dealing with mental illness. So we're really excited about that program that we've rolled out. We've also seen 5 key areas that we need to really strengthen and invest more time and energy in our ministry here. So kind of doing that church health assessment was really key for us in putting these things in place, and so we're moving forward on that. And then with the second course on kind of the biblical eldership, biblical leadership, that was huge for us. We have an amazing team of elders here, but when I first started in the church about 5 years ago, the church had kind of transitioned into a model where the elders didn't really even meet all that much. We were kind of a board of elders, more than kind of the biblical model of elders. We only met a few times a year when necessary to kind of approve initiatives. So we'd already started some work moving in that direction of moving back to more of a biblical elder model. But this course was so key on that because, again, we have an amazing group of guys serving in our elders team, and I know that they have my back as lead pastor here. But the challenge now is not so much that they always just have my back, but they have my front. That they're taking the lead, where we're kind of doing this kind of ministry together, not just kind of one doing it all on his own, but really kind of raising up our elders to really take on ministry in a new and exciting way, which is, I think, going to be so important for us as our church has been growing. We're seeing more people come to Christ, seeing a lot more people coming to our church. So a lot of these tools and initiatives that we're putting into place, we really believe God has brought us to this moment now to do these changes to prepare for the growth that we're already seeing happening. Just this year, we've had to go from one service to 2 worship services on Sunday. So again, how we're discipling people and how we are leading through this change has been critical for us. So I am really excited for the courses that are coming up next, because we really believe they're going to help us kind of keep going and growing as a church family. So we're excited. So thank you so much for all that you do, and thank you for how you've really blessed us as a congregation here in our city in Ottawa. And we really believe being here in the nation's capital, as Jesus is glorified in churches across Ottawa, we believe that'll have an impact all across our country because it's politicians and military and government officials who are coming to this church. And so we really hope and pray that Jesus will have an impact all across our city. So thank you so much for all that you're doing in this program. Again, so Kevin Presso, Greenbelt Church, just want to say thank you for all that you do. God bless.